I believe that I am live on YouTube. Yes, I'm live. I'm gonna show my face because my hair isn't combed and I don't want to scare any. My name is William Joseph. I'm normally on Twitter, and if you would have opened your mouth and said something, perhaps it would have changed, and it would have changed the outcome and the results. It would have been different versus what the result was or what had happened. That's that's what happens when. And so I've promised myself that if I want to say something, then I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. Like if I'm walking down the street and if I see you, and if your hairdo, just the way your hair looks, if it if it's to the point to where it is so offensive to me, I'm just gonna gently with a smile look at you and just kindly, I'm gonna say, you shouldn't come outside with your hair looking like that because it could really be offensive to people. What if I walked by and just told you that? How would you feel? Would you just want to hit me, or would you want to go inside and call your husband to come and sock me up, or would you laugh? Would you smile? Would you look at me like, what's wrong with this guy? What if someone just walked up to you and said, Miss or Mister, you shouldn't come outside looking like that because you really might offend somebody. You might scare somebody. How would you react to that? Would you like just laugh because is this guy for real? Or would you take that offensive? Jesus said that offenses are always going to come from just from every angle. As long as we're on this earth and none of us are perfect, people are going to offend you. That it is impossible to avoid offenses because whether it is something somebody says to you, or whether it is the way somebody looks at you, or whether it is the way somebody makes you feel without even saying anything, you're gonna be offended. People will offend you every day, every hour of a. So he said, just get used to it. As long as you're living on this earth, get used to being offended. And when those offenses come, just try to find a way to deal with it to where it's. Don't get so sensitive. Don't take everything so personal. If I took everything as personal as most people take things, I I don't know. I mean, I've been called and accused of a lot of things. I've been accused and called homosexual. I've been accused, called a pedophile. I have been accused and I have been called. I have been treated like I am less than a human. I have been made to feel that my value as a person is equal to the value of everything is that is in that trash can. That is what I am equal to. My value as a complete whole person is about equals out to about the same as to that trash can being full. That is that is what I'm worth. That is what I have been made to feel. I mean, of course, it's not true, but that is what people have made me feel. But I don't. I try not to take things personal because if I did, just those three things would just tear me up. But I am not a pedophile. I am not homosexual. I am worth way more than everything that is in that trash can because those are all lies. Anyways, really, the point of me making this video was it's my first video on YouTube. So I really don't know what to say. So I'm trying to say something and say it in such a way that I know what I'm talking. I didn't plan on making a video on YouTube. I just I just wanted to do it. Junior, born in the state, the Golden State of California, born in the city, that wonderful city of San Bernardino. And as I walk down the street of San Bernardino, there is a sign that you will see continuously. And that sign says, "Keep San Bernardino beautiful." Keep San Bernardino beautiful, as meaning as it is. It's beautiful right now. Don't change a thing. Just keep it the way it is. Okay, okay. If that's what you want, okay. Don't change a thing. We like it the way it is. If you walk the city, you find signs that say that. They're everywhere. Keep it beautiful. Just keep it the way it is. Don't change it. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. Don't shake the boat. Don't tip it over. We This is exactly how we like it. Like if you walk throughout the city and if you've seen the sign, because that those signs city, you would scratch your head and you will be confused. Because why would you want your city to stay like this? And there are signs that say, keep it like this. This is just how we like it. Keep it beautiful. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I can consider something beautiful, and you could look at it, and you're like, oh my gosh, get that out of here. It's ugly. It's trash. And I might look at it, and it might be, man, that is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. So perhaps there are people who live in the city who consider it right now in the state that it is in, that it is beautiful. This is exactly how we like it. Well, today was not your average day, not for me anyway. Because as I look at my neighbors, I, if you take a look, I have a lot. I live in a residential area, meaning that, meaning I have a lot of neighbors surrounding me, and neighbors are people. Well, they should be people, but today was a little bit different than every other day. Um, I went walking to the store, which I do almost every day, and as I went to the store, I found myself in the area of for those of you that live in San Bernardino, on the corner of Baseline and Waterman, where there is a Church's Chicken fast food restaurant on one corner. There's a Jack in the Box on one corner. There is a Stater Brothers on another corner, and on the do you hear those kids? Like this is unbearable. Like I can't do this today. I can't stand a four boy scream like a girl all day. It just takes so much out of you. I'm not in the mood to deal with any of this. I'm not in the mood to deal with people. I'm not in the mood to deal with clones. I'm not in the mood to deal with clones who have demons living inside of them. I'm not in the mood to deal with kids, little boys who scream like little girls. I'm not in the mood to deal with law enforcement. Do this. I can't. I can't. My patience have reached its limit. That I'm not human. People think that I was to take every and I'm made to take it when they decide that that a person is that they just can't go any further. I can't go any further with having to sit down and just set some of this out because I wasn't made to take it all. I wasn't made to take some of it. I wasn't made just to take it. As you I guess you suppose I was. I wasn't made just to, I wasn't made to be a punching bag. I be around, I wasn't made just to be around kids that cry. I can't do it. And this to blame is you, because you've taken a lot of my patience, and now I don't have any patience to give even those that I live with, because complete strangers have taken it all. You've taken it. You have. Do you hear? That is a little boy screaming like a girl made to take this. I can't take it. So I'm gonna go inside this. I can't do it. I've taken enough from you, so therefore I have no more. I can't take anything from my family because you've taken all my patience. You've taken it all. And so I I I'm tired. Some of you on YouTube. So I walked to the store today, and people that ended up in those that four-way stop on Baseline and Waterman. And as I stood right there, I began to look at the people, and they didn't appear as people, because people are people. People can be pretty low. People can be pretty scandalous. People can be evil. But the thing with people, with human beings, is human beings they have a heart, and because they have a heart, that causes them to have emotions. And what I seen today didn't really have that. This is intolerable. Can you imagine just being somewhere and hearing a 4-year-old boy just scream like a little girl and crying for every little reason? Because look at him. So he throws himself on the floor and just cries like a little girl. I am not going to deal with that. I will leave. I will sleep on the sidewalk before I deal with that, because I have reached my limit in every aspect. I have reached my limit with people driving by and just looking at me. I have reached my limit with banks that lie to me and that they have my money, but yet they won't give it to me. So I have to walk around, oh man, because although I have a little bit of money, I cannot touch one penny because PayPal, because of PayPal. Because PayPal has said that there has been some activity on my accounts that has been done that is suspicious. So they want me to send them my bank statement, which is attached to my PayPal account. And they have created a link that I just tap it, and then it takes me to this browse where I can load up that document and send it. But it doesn't let me upload anything. It stays there. I could tap it, and it won't let me. And they won't take my phone call because they want me to do this online. And I can't do it online because the way they have set it up, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't work. So there's nothing I can do. I can't go right and I can't go left and I can't go straight. So I just gotta just stand there and wait till they somehow get a hold of me. So I can tell them that on your website, it doesn't allow me to upload the document that you want to see, because the developer who developed your website has rigged it so it doesn't accept it. So there's nothing I can do. And I can't call you because you don't take my phone call. So I just gotta just wait until PayPal is ready to verbally talk to me. So I could explain to them verbally everything that I've just explained to you. And until that day comes, I touch my money. There's nothing I can do. I just gotta wait until they're ready, until they feel like talking to me. Because as of right now, they don't. Oh, just go to this link and you'll find a page on your PayPal account that says resolution. And then you just tap on the resolve next to whatever document you want to load. And I do it like a moron, not knowing that it's the same and it's a dead end. And so there's nothing I can do. No matter which direction I go, it is a dead, it is a brick wall. It leads me nowhere. It is a path that will lead me in circles. And I don't know if they've done this because they just want to torment my mind. They want to torment my mind. Or I don't know if it's an honest mistake. I don't know if they're trying to buy more time to fix whatever it is they need. I can't think about it no more because I've thought about it too long and it's gotten me nowhere. It's gotten me literally nowhere. So I have a little bit of money, but I don't have no money because PayPal has me going in circles. So, and then I had another deposit that I was going to have deposited into my account, but my bank, Marcus and Goldman, they spelled my name incorrectly on my bank statement. So when I sent this document, and then I will send you the document, the same document, but with the correct name. And it was only 2 letters. My name is William. And they spelled it Willm. They forgot to put I in the A. They forgot. They didn't. I don't know if they forgot or what, but they just didn't do it. So, but I guess that was a big enough issue. Fake, but they said they couldn't. So the address matched. Everything matched. I just didn't have the I and the A. That was it. I think that was something they could have overlooked. Well, actually, this was Chumba Casino. It's an online gaming casino, and you can actually win money, and they will give it to you. Well, maybe they won't give it to you because they didn't give me anything. So I had $2 on there, and I took that $2 all the way to $203. $203 from $2. Sounds like a big win, huh? Well, it really wasn't because I didn't win anything. I just got a lot of headache, and now I'm almost bald on one side of my head because when I deal with financial institutions like this, I just end up pulling out my hair. So now I'm going bald faster, more quickly than how I would want to. And so I try to cash out and they go, okay, you got to send this, you got to send that. I go, okay, so I send everything. And then they tell me, oh, you still got to send this. And I start pulling out my hair because I did send you that. Oh, well, send it again. I send whatever it is they want. And finally, okay, you're good. Everything's been verified. You can cash out. I'm like, all right, cool. So I try to cash out and then they send me an email saying, no out. And then I'm on the website, the casino's website. So I see the money gone. So it's no longer $203. Now it's just $3. So the money's gone. The money's not in my account on the Chumba website. Now I only have $3. So if the money isn't there, it should be in my account or it should be being processed, right? Right. It should be because the money has to be somewhere because there was money there. It was $203 and now it's only $3. So that money has been moved and it's going to be into my bank account. And then I get an email saying, "Oh, we couldn't verify your account because your name there was a discrepancy with your name. Instead of William, it says Willm." I'm like, "Oh." And then they go, "If you have any questions, email this email." Okay. So I emailed them back like 3 times and I haven't got a response. And the money isn't in the Chumba Casino account and it's not in my bank. So what does that mean? Well, it means that they cashed it out. They split it between however many there was there. There might have been two of them. There might have been three, four. So they each got a piece of my money. My money. They took it and they divided it amongst themselves, and they went out and they had lunch or they had dinner, and they pointed their fingers at me and they said, "Sucker! What a sucker! What a moron!" That's what happened. So I'm over here trying to get the proper document, and the whole time they took the money. I've seen the money drop from $203, just the $3. So the money they took the money from my Chumba Casino account. They took it out. And then like minutes later I get an email, "Oh, we can't verify your bank account because they forgot to put the I and the A in your bank statement." So me, like, you know, so trustworthy, and I believe everything everybody tells me because this is a legitimate online gaming casino, and I don't think I'm incorrect. Yes, they will lie to me, and I don't think they would steal money. They're honest people. Well, wrong again, William. They're not honest, and yes, they will steal your money. In fact, they did steal it, and you just bought dinner for the entire Chumba Casino customer service representative. Everybody who worked that shift, you just bought them breakfast or lunch or dinner. See, to assume that no, they wouldn't do that. No, they wouldn't falsely accuse me. Law enforcement wouldn't take part in such a vile act against me. They're police. They wouldn't do that. Well, wrong again, William. Wrong again. Wait a minute. My government? You mean the United States of America? You mean my government? You mean the people that I live with, or the people that are my neighbors, the Americans? Well, I was born in America. No, I didn't migrate here. I was born in this very city. And my dad was born in this very city. And my grandfather was born in Riverside. We're all born in America. We're all American. Why would my own people do that to me? No, because this country believes in liberty and justice for all. It can't be America. Well, wrong again, William. No, they don't believe that. And yes, they did do it to you. And so I find out that I am wrong more than I am right because I believe I just didn't believe that my country would stab me in the back. I didn't believe that my neighbors were they were not they were not they do not care about my best interest, and I thought they did. I I believed that an online gaming casino was trustworthy. I believed that all these legitimate banks were honest. That bankers are honest. Once upon a time, long ago, in a far off land, there lived a man named William, and he separated himself from his entire city because he believed that bankers were honest. And everybody else didn't believe that, but he did. So he set himself apart. He had set himself apart. And he was Amish, actually, and he that there was good inside of people. He happened to believe that people were honest. He happened to believe that, yeah, that's me. He happened to believe that gaming apps and casinos online and those that work for them, for those that work for such places, he happened to believe that these people were honest people. He happened to believe that the law enforcement resided in that city where he lived. He happened to believe that those were people he thought they were there to help him. He thought that they were there to actually protect him. This is what he believed. He believed that he can call 911 and that somebody would actually come that cared about him and that really wanted to help him. He believed all this. This is what he believed, that the country that he lived in really believed in what they said. He thought that when they put their hand on their right hand and or on their heart, and when they said, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which a republic for which it stands, one nation under God." Individual. See, I give them this every time. I'm just going to say what I remember. One nation under God, with liberty and with justice for all. See, he thought that when somebody put their right hand on their heart and they repeated the words, he thought that they were saying it because he believed it. So what he did was that's what he believed too. He just believed it. He believed that where he lived, that in land that believed that people should be free and that all people were free and that justice was something that every person that he lived by or lived with or lived in that country should be able to acquire at any time. So he just grew up believing that because he heard everybody say it. He heard everybody say it. So he just naturally believed it. And he thought that everybody else that said it believed it too. But as we find out, this is the life story of William Chagoya. He was wrong. Again, he was wrong. They didn't believe it. And no, the land where he lived wasn't giving him that. It didn't give a lot of people the thing that it said it did, which was liberty and justice. But believing, he grew up believing that what they said, they believed. So he grew up believing it too. So as he got older and he just began to find out that that wasn't true. Everything you believe, William, isn't true. People don't people don't care about you. They think they do. People don't care about you the way you think they do. People don't care about you the way you care about them. It's all a lie. People don't believe in liberty and injustice. It's just something that they say. Well, why do they say it? I don't know. They just do because it sounds nice. It sounds pretty. Because somebody spent a lot of time writing those lyrics. So you better get up and say it. But it don't matter. Just say it anyway. That's why. He, as he got older, he just began to realize that everything he grew up believing wasn't what everybody else believed. It wasn't what everybody else believed. Only he believed it. And as he got older, he began to realize that they weren't, they didn't care about his best interest. That when he drank Kool-Aid or when he drank something from the refrigerator or something that somebody gave him, that not only somebody's blood in it because somebody wanted to make him sick, meaning somebody wanted to kill him. And then somebody wanted to kill him, and then somebody wanted him to pass that on to kids and wife, and somebody just wanted to put his family in. Somebody just wanted to get him and his kids, his entire family, off the face of the earth. So somebody tried to poison him with somebody's blood that had a very bad disease in it. And as he got older, he began to realize that everything he grew up believing was not true. His neighbors didn't care about his best interest. Law enforcement in the city wasn't there to help him. Wasn't there to help him, or wasn't there to help his family. As he got older, he just began to realize that people put their right hands over their heart and they repeat this ritual phrase because it's just something that Americans do. It's just what they just do it. That's just what they do. Everybody else does it. Our forefathers did it, so just do it. It's just something we just do it. And he began to realize that everything that he grew up believing to his very core was not true. And everything wasn't what it appeared to be. So he was devastated. He just couldn't believe it. He refused to believe it. He refused it because wrong again. Just because good is inside of you doesn't mean it's out party, and it broke his heart. It broke his heart. He didn't know how to deal with it because he believed that his mom really loved him. Perhaps a clone, perhaps somebody that had become a sort of residence for a spiritual presence, and it just looked like his mom. He grew up with them, his neighbors, childhood friends, and as everybody got older, just everybody seemed a little different. Well, it looks like him, walks like him, talks like him. It even has that same scar on the forehead that he had when he was growing up, but it's not him because my friend don't act like that. My friend had a sense of humor. He had the ability to reason within himself and to consider different things and resulting in making a decision of his choice. But somehow he lost that. He can't do that anymore. He doesn't have the ability to think for himself. And when he does, it just doesn't seem like a decision that he would have made. Not my friend, not the one that I remember. This is not him, but it looks like him. Well, perhaps